8-year marriage with 3 daughters, and my wife goes out to see another man. What to do? I am 37, live in Texas, and have been married for almost 8 years with 3 girls, 7, 4, 1. My wife had an emotional affair for 3 to 4 weeks with a friend from high school that lives in New York. The best I can dig up this is true that he lives in New York. I found out about the affair by complete accident by doing something in her email account. I found one email of a texting dialogue talking about amazing and attractive pictures my wife was sending him. Her sent, trash, inbox, etc. have all been cleared out and no record of anything. I checked our cell phone logs and she sent him about 2,000 text messages and over 200 picture messages over the 3 to 4 week period. Over the same time period she was also sending me pictures. They started off just her in inappropriate clothes and progressed to complete dirty pictures. She has admitted to this and that they were the same pictures sent to me and more. She also admits they were inappropriate. I know that she sent the same ones to other men because they were sent at almost the same time. She sent him over 200 picture text messages and sent me about 25 over the same time. Who knows what other pictures were sent or what emails were sent. After I found out, I demanded she stop talking to him immediately and we get in counseling. She did stop talking to him because they have not talked at all per the phone logs. She has told me she had an emotional affair and that she agrees to stop talking with him. But it is not over. We have been in counseling and it goes good and bad sometimes. As anyone knows, this is an emotional roller coaster. You get sad, then mad, then confused, then angry, then sad, etc. I have told the counselor and my wife that I need everything to be open and honest. She has agreed, but little things keep happening. I found out that she blocked me from Facebook, changed her email password, has a lock on her cell phone and just wants her privacy. The major thing now is she bought a prepaid cell phone. I asked why she bought it, and she said because I was tracking her. True. I asked why she needed a prepaid cell phone if she wasn't doing anything and had nothing to hide. No response. My gut, which has been right almost every time lately, tells me she is using this prepaid cell phone to talk with him. I have read that emotional affairs are usually worse than PA because it is in your mind and your feelings. I do not think you can just stop emotional affair and feel like it is still going on. I am doing my snooping and have no evidence anything is going on. But my gut tells me something is. Counselor said something has happened and she has gone off the deep end and said she will eventually come back. This is not the woman I married and is completely tearing my entire family apart. My parents and even her parents are completely pissed at her and have chewed her out left and right. Nothing and no one has changed what she wants. I know that a divorce will be very hard for my little girls and will be bad for them in the long run. My wife has no education and could barely take care of herself, much less having 3 kids. She is not making good decisions like smoking pot once. If she gets the kids, who knows what she will expose them to, and I will live the rest of my life helping fix my kids what she has messed up. She has issues from growing up about her parents being way over the top protective and have crippled her. She can barely make decisions for herself. She has told me that she does not feel the same way about me anymore and does not want to be married. I still love her and want this to work for me and my kids. Sorry if this is tough to follow, but so much has happened in a short amount of time and feel like I am just rambling. I have just in the last couple of days said I am done, but we live 4 hours from home and have no one to help or go to. We are still living in the same house and she has moved into one of our daughter's rooms. Just found out today she still has the prepaid cell phone. I asked my oldest daughter where mom keeps her other phone, and she said she did not know. She said mom talks and texts on it all the time. She has described it to me, and it is different from the phone I know about. She asks mom what phone that is and she says none of my daughter's business. She said that mommy is keeping secrets, and that is not nice. Do not know what to do. At this point I have financially protected myself the best I can and seems like things have settled down a little. Counselor told me if I do not know what to do, then the best thing to do is nothing. Guess I am just hoping for a miracle, or maybe I am just an idiot. Help. Comments. I wouldn't call you an idiot because I didn't see the same signs when my ex did the same. But let's look at the facts. She has been sending someone else pictures. More than twice as many as she sent you. You end up finding out about it. The both of you go to counseling, and her response is to put password protectors on her phone. Now she has a prepaid phone that she texts and calls from that you have no access to because she knows that you are tracking her and she wants her privacy. It has gotten to the point where even your kids knows to an extent what is going on. Oh yeah, almost forgot. She told you that she doesn't want to be married to you anymore. The only way I know to rectify this is to give her what she wants. Why stay with someone who doesn't want anything to do with you? And what example would you be setting for your kids? That it's okay for someone to run over them and ask for more. In order for you to begin reconciling, the first thing that needs to happen is full disclosure. The next thing is having complete access to her phone records, texts, etc. Instead, she is putting up more lines of defense. A rendezvous is bound to happen one day, if it hasn't already. My suggestion would be to your finances together and call a lawyer. Believe me, she already has. Sounds like she's wrapped pretty tight with this guy. Don't doubt a lot of the talk now has been that she needs to leave you so she can be with this OM. I'm sure they plan a future as they ride off into the sunset. I would also be shocked if he hasn't made a road trip down your way. For hours isn't that far for someone in heat. They could have even met halfway. That's a lot of texts and pictures for someone who hasn't yet had sex. After all, they're in love. Do not worry about what kind of money she can make. That's her problem. Don't worry if she sinks or swims. When she chose to cheat, they cease to be your concerns. If she can't take care of your kids, then you must. She continues to disrespect you, make plans for a future without you. And here you are wondering what to do. I think it's pretty obvious. Have no doubt they aren't talking about anything except a possible future. Without you, it's going to be, hey, send me a pic. And she says can't. My husband knows. What now? Leave him, I'll take care of you, baby. Have you read no more Mr. Nice Guy and Married Man Sex Life Primer? Do you lift weights and work out? All this hand-wringing you're doing is wasted. Put all that effort into yourself. Be okay with losing this marriage. And do your best to make the transition to a single life as easy as possible on yourself. If she shows remorse, opens up, maybe you decide to give her a chance. But all you're doing now is spinning your wheels, and it's making things worse for you. Your gut is like that little line of text in the Matrix saying, Neo, wake up. Hope he responds. This guy is single, no girlfriend and no kids. No one wants him except my ducking wife. Pretty sure he lives in New York, but his parents live within a couple hours. Did some PI work myself. I asked her today and yesterday if she wanted to have sex and she said yes. It was really good both times and I have told her it is just sex. Is that good and should I continue doing this? It seems like her drive is through the roof in the last couple months. I need to stop sleeping with her. It is only confusing things for me and is giving me a false sense of hope right now. I have checked the data usage, and there is nothing there. I screwed up today and think she got a hold of my external hard drive where I have my recordings saved from my recorders around the house. Not sure if she heard them or saved them to her computer. I guess I will find out one way or the other, and it does not really matter at this point. I need to talk with a lawyer this week and get the ball rolling. It is so hard for me to actually do this, but think it has to be down like the above replies. She has no consequences for anything right now, and she will either snap out of this affair fog or will leave. Damn it. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Just like everyone else posting in this channel. I can't believe this is happening to me. I am absolutely not having sex with her again. Sex confusing everything for me and can't think clearly. After having sex with my wife today, I get thoughts in my mind that things are working out. These thoughts are completely ridiculous, and sex is messing with my mind. I am also getting obsessed with the snooping and trying to find out the real whole truth. It is starting to affect me at work and home. I find myself forgetting to do things I need to do and not spending time with my kids. My wife acts around the house like she has never been happier in her entire life. I asked her why she is so happy, and she said it is a front for the kids. She said she is not happy right now. I said, why are you not happy? You are getting every ducking thing you want. Duck her. There I go, get mad and motivated again. I can do this. I have already gone through the divorce diet and lost 17 pounds in the first 3 weeks. You are right that I was not even hungry, but of starting eating again and weight has stabilized. She does not go out at night and party. She tells me this guy means nothing to her, and she just wants to be independent. Not married. Her parents smothered her and made all decisions her entire life. Her parents have crippled her, and I have probably done the same thing to her. She has always had someone just completely take care of her. This OM is probably just encouraging her to be single like he is, and telling her how great it is. He has no family and my wife has 3 kids. My wife is a complete idiot. Even if she decided to not sure I want her back. This will all happen again. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is there any way for me to get custody of the kids? She is obviously making bad decisions and do not want her to bring the kids down with her. She has repeatedly said she is not leaving the kids. My plan is to talk with lawyer this week and make her an offer on divorce settlement that I want. If she does not agree, we will fight it out and give all our cash to lawyers. She will be left with nothing and can't even support herself. I will not even skip a beat unless totally screwed in divorce. Texas is pretty fair, but still going to get ducked. Found where she bookmarked a website somewhat like Ashley Madison. I have an appointment on Wednesday with a lawyer. I need to keep cool and play the game. I need to fight for my kids. What a ducking wife. I am going to check bank and credit card statements tonight. You cannot do anything on that site until you pay. I have not found where she bought a membership yet. My oldest daughter saw the prepaid phone this morning and took it. She hid it in her school backpack and eventually gave in to my wife and gave it back. My oldest said she was really mad and screaming. She gave my oldest a spanking and put her in timeout after school. Daddy comes home and to the raise you and told her she did good. My wife told them she threw the phone away. Yeah, right? I am going to check the trash tonight just in case. Should I confront her tonight and get it? I have over 2 hours of recordings from today, and sure she told someone about the events of today. Think I will keep my mouth shut to keep her going further underground. We'll post later what is on the recorder after I have time to listen. I feel so lost and just worn out by everything. I have done so much searching and thinking about worst-case scenarios that it is hard to keep straight what I know is fact. What I do know right now is I am not sure about anything, and that should be enough because she is not being 100% with me. I do know she had an IA and stopped, then bought a prepaid and still has it. I am guessing and pretty sure she is still talking to the OM. I have no proof from recorders and no proof of any PA. She is still not wanting to be married. Is that enough to get a D? Is it enough that she is not trying? Is it enough that there is no remorse? I am by fault a person that never gives up on anything and hate to just throw it all away. I know she is the one that did this, but I am the last one holding on. Guess I just answered my own question. Any thoughts out there? Seems like there is only people in this website that are negative and for good reason, but would like to hear from positive people too. I have exposed it to my parents, my brother and her parents. She has also told a few of her close friends, but not the whole truth. I could tell more friends and the rest of her family, but I have not wanted everyone to know just yet. Thinking about the kids and what if we reconciled. I plan to file for D in 2 weeks per my lawyer's instructions. She has got a job and will no longer be considered a stay-at-home mom. Then I will let everyone know and blast her with D at the same time. I plan to file for divorce a week or so after she starts her job and then wait to see what she does. I do not have to follow through with the divorce, but she needs to know I mean ducking business. I am tired of being nice and understanding. She has taken complete advantage of me and nothing has changed at all. This has to change because it is tearing me apart. I can't imagine how I am going to manage over the next couple of weeks. I can't stand to look at her, talk to her or do anything with her. She makes me sick and I do not even respect her anymore. Maybe I am just mad and venting, but writing all of this makes me feel better. I am mad right now and my brain is racing. What if after the divorce this guy moves in with my wife and is around my kids a lot? I honestly think that would never happen because what single guy would want to move in with 3 little girls? I do not know if I could take it. It would absolutely tear me apart. Anyone but that jerk. I am sure there are a lot of people who read this have already gone through this. What are your experiences with this? No, sure I am strong enough for that. I have not exposed the OM to his family. He is single and I guess it is time to call his parents and sister. I know she is looking at different apartments and going to see a lawyer about her rights. I tried to call and text the OM and still nothing from him. I told him I hope they have not had sex because both of us have herpes. Lol, and not true. Maybe this will keep him away. Just the thought of getting a STD would keep me away. I also tried to expose him to his family, but I have wrong number. Need to do more research. I called the rest of her family and told them. I expect all hell to break loose tonight. Stay tuned for more details. Wow, there was a little humor from me and maybe a sign I am starting to finally move on. Wife is at lawyer's office right now and has been there for 2 hours and counting. A consultation is only for 1 hour, and they must be putting the papers together. I am ready for this and putting the marfiage past me. I am ready to finish this. She spent 2 hours at lawyer's office, and then went straight to the bank. I sure she found out that I have cleaned the accounts out. She has not said anything to me tonight about any of it. I hate having to be secretive to protect myself from my own wife. This is B's and absolutely hate this. I told my counselor I am at a point where I do not really care about anything except my kids. I could care less if I was fired tomorrow. My counselor said D is a sign of depression. I really need to start taking care of myself. I am down 20 pounds to 159 and need to be strong for the fight I am about to have. I am so tired emotionally, physically, mentally, etc. I have no motivation to do anything. I have not filed yet on the recommendation from my lawyer. I was told to wait until she starts work, which is on Monday, to file because she is no longer a stay-at-home mother. I have also found out she is talking to a good lawyer. I have another appointment now on Monday with the best family law attorney in Dallas, positioning myself to fight for my kids. Believe me, I am close to being ready. This is going to get ugly. I just know it. Talked with the wife last night and played dumb. She told me who her lawyer is and she wants us to her together. She is most likely not going to file yet. She thinks we will work something. Why does she have a crap storm about to hit? Update. I filed for divorce yesterday and gave her the papers. As I expected, she kind of smiled and said okay. Basically no reaction. We talked later after the kids went to bed and told her of my offer. I am trying to get most of the custody for obvious reasons, but mostly to provide a stable home. She will struggle to support herself, much less 3 kids. Her plan is to move all 4 of them in a 2-bedroom apartment. What a joke. She obviously did not like my offer, but going to give her time to think about it. The alternative is go to court, and we'll spend every dime we have. We will both be broke, but I will have a good job. This just sucks so bad. I hate this. I have no choice. What a mess. Her lawyer replies a couple days later, with a 15-page response with all kinds of untrue accusations. My lawyer has drafted a huge response to this and completely slams her. She will have to answer a lot of questions she does not want to answer. My lawyer completely outclasses hers and made me feel a lot better. Did talk to her last night and she will now agree to a 60/40 custody in favor of me. Why would she do that? Is she feeling guilty for things I do know about? Is she caving in? Does she not really even want the kids? Do the kids not fit into her future plans? Everyone knows that it is tough for men to get custody even though it is getting easier. She is just giving me most of the custody. She also said that I could probably have them more than that, but anything less would make her look like a crappy mom. I have asked for a little more custody than this because of the crazy things she is doing. That is probably unrealistic, but just trying to do the best for the kids. I think I may accept this as long as the other details work out, and they should because we have already agreed on most things. This is just so crazy and sad. I guess it is what it is. I can't imagine being in the single world again. I remember how bad it sucked for the most part. I am not the wild or crazy guy usually, and mostly a homebody. It is hard for me to imagine being with someone else, but I am sure it will happen. My wife last night sent me a text asking if I wanted to watch videos with her. I know this means she wants to have sex. Even though I filed for D, I still do not want this and still have feelings for her. I was feeling mad and depressed last night, and just told her no. She said it would be just sex like I exactly said a couple weeks ago. She said okay and that she would just play by herself. Then this morning I left without saying bye to her, and she sent me text saying she hopes I have a good day. What does this all mean? Is she getting out of this fog? Is she playing with me? Is she just horny? What is going on? I also asked lots of questions about things I have found and she answered them all with God outcomes. I know cheaters lie, but I know her and really think she was telling me the truth. Did tell me daily texts, emails and calls were sent to this other man. She says they do not have a relationship and would not have talked with him being 1,000 miles away if she wanted sex. She has not said anything has changed with wanted out of marriage. But what does this mean? Nothing. Probably not a good idea, but sent her a text and said I will not ask for sex anymore. If she wants to then she can ask me, and I will decide. I have feelings and needs also. I can use her right back, but will probably confuse me. Damn it. Nothing has changed and we are still proceeding with the divorce. Like the above comment, maybe I should have as much sex as possible to maybe start her as a one last effort. I have also read that being intimate helps her because it makes your relationship different from all others. That is if you are the only one she is having sex with. Do not think she is trying to control me, because she is giving me more in the divorce. If she was trying to get me to agree to something less, that would be a different story. Not going to lie, me sleeping with someone else has crossed my mind. But I would never do it. Maybe sleeping with my wife will give us one last chance and also get me to the end. Probably cause more problems in my head than solve. My counselor has said do whatever I think is best. There is no wrong or right answer. I did tell her no thanks last night and do not know what I will say next time. Our relationship's so screwed up right now. What a mess, but I am feeling much better and getting focused on my next steps. Sometime later, I filed and we have a signed agreement. I'm paying her $300 child support only because I make a lot more than her. I have all exclusive rights to the kids and make all decisions. She gets every other weekend and all Thursdays for custody. That is so sad because is what guys usually get. The only thing we fight about is money, and she gives me all custody of kids with no fight. She is scheduled to move out in 1 week for an apartment, but went out with her friends last night and did not come home. This is the second time she has not come home. She lied this time who she was with and eventually told me it was another girlfriend. I guess she thought it was easier to tell the lie. Whatever, and it does not matter anymore. But it is hard to just let her go. I kicked her out of the house this morning, and she is no longer here. Just me and my girls. I did find an email she sent to OM just a couple days ago, and it was about him coming to Dallas to visit. She talks about having all this sex they have been talking about. She tells him that he does not have feelings as strong as she does for him. She thinks he is just using her for sex. What are they going to do once he leaves for NY? I have not showed her this email I found, but have asked her several times if they plan to hook up or do anything. She says very sternly they are done and does not even talk to him anymore. She is such a liar. I have not showed her the email I found. Becky is trying to keep some peace until D is finalized. I hate this still. So much has happened and do not even remember everything. I am so much better now than when I was writing before, but it still hurts. We already have a signed proposal giving her standard possession. I got pissed off one night, drunk, and told her I am done and she can have 100% custody of the kids. I did this because I know she does not want the kids. My bluff worked and she is signing a revised irrevocable proposal today that gives me all rights. Less child support. The divorce is pretty much done and all I have to do is go see judge. Last night was a huge fight and wife confessed to recent cheating within a couple weeks with another different man. I can't believe it. Wow, I really thought she would wait until it was finalized in order to not make this ugly. She met him at a bar and did you know what, couple days later? I talked to him and she lied and told him she was divorced. My wife is a POS. I sent a text to all of the different OM and to her family about the recent cheat and other cheats. Both of them know about each other. She was mad that I sent the text out. I felt great. I was starting to southeast a light at the end of this tunnel, but last night just sucked me back in. I hate her. Final update. I was getting so close to getting through this, and everything started to seem better. I just could not let it just go, and kept looking for answers. Up until the other day, I had no proof of a PIA, but no more. Not only did she confess to sex with someone else, but there is another OM. What the hell? I have been sucked right back in, and hurt so bad again. I have never hated my crappy, screwed up, fed up ex-wife. The kids are the only thing stopping me from getting really pissed. I send her cussing texts several times a day. I want to find a way to just totally forget about her. I hate her so much. She will rot in hell. She moved into her apartment last Friday, and this is her weekend. What do you know? She is sick and does not think it is a good idea for them to be around her. I called her out on it and said she would come get my oldest Sunday morning. I told her come get them on Saturday, or not at all. Does anyone actually think she was sick? Was it just a coincidence that it was party Saturday night, or sex Saturdays? What a complete POS. I can't believe I never saw any signs of this behavior. She was never like this. In case you forgot, I hate my crappy ex. She has hurt so many people, even her own family. She has no one except these ducks that she is sleeping with. I did ask about STD, and she said no, she does not have anything. I feel like getting tested anyways. My gut has always been right through this mess, and I feel there is a lot more to this story. For me, I know enough now and it does not matter. I am cleaning house and getting the dirty bee out of my life. Funny story, my wife reached out to a friend looking for my ex-gay fake phone number. She did a number on me also and cannot stand her either. Not sure what she wanted to talk to her about. But my ex is now trying to find info about me. She even sent my mom an email asking how I was doing. What the heck? I am a magnet for crazies. I am talking to my counselor about why I am attracted to these crazy people. And do not make this mistake again. Half a year later, my divorce was final December 19th on my youngest daughter's 2nd birthday. I told my ducking ex now she has 2 things to celebrate. I have most custody and she gets standard possession, which is every Thursday and every other weekend. I know courts rule more for 50-50, but it is more like 70-30 in my favor. She gets what guys used to typically get. I have to pay for basically everything, but I only pay her $300 per month and would have been $23,000 if she had sole custody. I feel this is a major win for me. I did not have to fight her for this, and she gave it too. In her words, and I quote, she just wants out. I made the affair a living hell and told him I knew and was going to tell his father, mother, and sister. He has never talked to me, and I heard through the grapevine he was scared I was going to do something. I am a strong advocate for exposing the affair because it ruined my ex's affair. He even canceled his trip to Dallas from New York because I am a lunatic and does not want to be confronted by me. This is a small victory and do not know if it just delayed the inevitable. I do not care and really moving on now. So much has happened, and I even had a meeting alone with her parents and showed all the proof. I knew she was lying to them about everything, and I told them the truth. Pulled out pictures, printouts, etc., and really opened their eyes. I am now thinking about starting a new thread in the after divorce section. I am so much better than before, but having a real difficult time with moving on. I still feel like I am married and want to be intimate with someone badly. I think about picking someone up all the time. I have went out to bars, but I have been out of the game so long and it is miserable. I can't even imagine actually picking someone up. I am not even close to being ready for someone else. I think I need time to be by myself and have time to heal, but I am a man that has needs like the rest of us. I think I am slowly moving on from all of this. My comment: did you guys enjoy this confession from this guy? He survived all of this and came out as a better man. Have you moved on from your past? Comment down below, sub and bell, and go easy on yourself.